Hi, collective. How are you guys? I hope that you are doing really wonderful this evening. Thank you guys so much for being here. I thought I would jump on and get you a collective reading. It's general, as always. Okay, please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, Spirit, what do we have for the collective tonight? Support system. Okay. Interesting. This is the reading I just finished has something that's so crazy. Someone feeling like they didn't have a support system. Homebody in reverse. Okay, good. What else? I'm golden. Okay, actually, let me put these in order so I know how to read them. I do find this interesting because I'm golden is in reverse, homebody is in reverse, and support system is actually upright. Okay. Well, let's start at the beginning here. So, support system here is about making sure that you are actually surrounding yourself with the right people. There could very well be a desire here, I feel like, for that. You have homebody in reverse, which makes me feel a need to get out, to travel, to go on an adventure, maybe to find some good friends, a community. And when I'm looking at this community, I really feel this very strong desire to have people. You need to have people around you that are going to support you when you're up, as well as when you're down. Okay. People that are going to be there for you, be that go-to person, be kind of that cheering system for, or cheering person, I'll say, for you. Yeah, I feel like somebody here may feel like they've been lacking in that area. It's funny, I've done 2 readings just back to back now, and I feel like there's definitely a sense of lack for some reason. Maybe someone feels like they don't have that and they want to find that. I feel like this is encouraging you to get out and get out of your home. We know home is wonderful and it's nice and we can chill and be in our PJs and it's cozy. But this is about getting out and making those efforts to find those people and to kind of draw in or bring in that type of support system for yourself. I'm golden in reverse is coming up very strongly for me because there's a big emphasis here on if you really know your true worth here, if you really understand how unique and beautiful and rare you are in some sense, okay? I'm golden is about, are you really golden? Are you kind of, 24, or are you really gold all the way through, or are you just gold plated? Okay, and what that means is that have you done your work? Do you really know who you are? Have you dealt with your traumas? Have you went through the normal steps of growth and kind of rebirth in a sense? Or are you just kind of glossing over all the magic that's really in you because you don't, you haven't really dealt with some of those things? So it's almost like I don't really know who I am. I'm not. Do you feel that way? Maybe we can call this imposter syndrome in a sense. I'm going out there, I'm putting myself out in one way, but I don't really believe that. Maybe you don't believe that you deserve this, that you deserve these good friends, that you deserve this support system, but you do. Okay. If for anything alone that you need to know, it's because you're alive, because you're here, because you're a child of God. Okay. You're worthy of all of these things, but you have to know that. So if you are feeling this way, really ask your question, because someone who's really golden, they leave a little spark everywhere they go, right? People tend to migrate towards them a lot. Someone who is in kind of this gold-plated energy, they tend to feel a bit more isolated, like their opinions don't matter, or like I said, it's a bit of an imposter syndrome. And I feel like somebody here may really be kind of feeling that going into this reading already. So let's see what that's about first and foremost. Let me get one of these cards here from Spirit. Spirit, what do we have here for the collective, please? Some things may need to be dealt with, and honestly, because and maybe that has to do also with you surrounding yourself with new people. Like, I want this in my life, but are you willing to be the most authentic version of yourself as well? You know, even the things that maybe you view as ugly, because somebody who supports you, the people that love you, they're going to help you to get through that and to kind of come out of your shell a little bit and understand that you can shine. It's okay to shine. Look at this. This says blend into the environment. You have many skills and can fit into any situation. Look at that. Take some time to assess what is going on around you and adapt accordingly. Okay, let me get one more. So again, this is kind of hinting on you're not really an imposter. You have all of these things that are already within you, you know. Assess yourself. Figure out where you are, you know, figure out what, I guess, where you are in this particular situation. Somebody here is really, I feel like somebody here is really, I hate to say lacking on self-worth, but I do. I feel like someone here, and maybe it's because maybe you've been going through something for a long time, or maybe you haven't really been out there for a long time. And you could have developed maybe a kind of a warped sense of who you are. Look at this, replacing what was lost. This just came up in a reading here. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew, create with a new perspective or outlook here. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. And as I noted in the last reading, it's a starfish. Beautiful, right? Rare, you know, alluring in a sense, expressive in a sense, okay? So it's interesting that that's coming out. That's actually upright for you guys, which is great. Anytime that's in reverse, sometimes I can feel like just the starfish card. Of course, you guys know I do the animal oracle too. So the starfish card, I can usually think someone feels like they're not being heard. Okay. People aren't hearing me. But honestly, I think a lot of this is starting with your perspective. I do. Just because, mainly because of such a pronounced energy here in the I'm Golden card. I don't think you know what a prize that you are, okay? And actually what you deserve here. And I feel like this is what Spirit is trying to get across to you today. Wow. I turn it over and it literally says, rediscover your zeal. Pay attention to your passion. You're feeling, let's see. Pay attention to the passion you are feeling for discovery, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, your work, or your relationships. Passion and desire go together, especially as inspiration, you know, and maybe there is a need to do that. I feel like something is happening here because you're actually getting out of your house and you're actually understanding, I need to have good friends around me. I need to have people who are supportive for me or a good community around me. So you may actually be taking steps to do that. I really love this because this looks to me like somebody has struggled a bit, okay, and maybe in who they are, all right, maybe, you know, then again, something could have came and knocked your confidence too, for that matter, and maybe you're trying to get yourself back up there again, all right, but make sure you're doing it in an authentic way. All right, you don't need to be fake or fabricated for anyone here, okay? You can be your true and authentic self, and the people that fall away from your life for being that, they don't deserve to be in your life anyway. That's what the first card is about. The support system needs to be people that are going to support you regardless, okay? I'm with you when you're up. I'm with you when you're down. I'm there for you, okay? So just remember that. All right, let's keep going. Spirit, for the collective, what is this about? Hang on one second. I'm being told to shuffle. Interesting. All right. For the collective, please. The Night Spirit. Son of Swords, okay. Somebody could already be watching you. This could be somebody that's around work. Maybe someone's watching you work or watching you work on something is what I'm getting here. Okay. Hmm. Six of Swords, the Hermit card, Two of Swords here. You're definitely at a crossroads. To be working out your process as well. Look at this. Okay. Somebody sees who's just watching you. You know, I feel like somebody here is around you. Somebody could definitely be watching you, watch you. I don't know. Mend something together or try to mend yourself. Maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you are doing a lot of self work at this time. This could be about mending something together, weaving something back together, pulling the parts of me back together. Okay. Maybe that's why. You know, maybe you have felt like, maybe you've, oh wow. Okay. This is getting pretty deep. Follow along. This is, maybe you have felt like you've lost pieces of yourself. Yeah, maybe you have felt like you've lost pieces of yourself in the interim, and this is part of your growth here, okay? The things that you're doing to pull yourself back together or to become more authentic, to become more whole in who it is that you are. Maybe you feel this is what you're doing, but I'm wondering who this is over here that's kind of watching this process because this process is about truth, okay? When we are pulling ourselves back together totally. All right. And we're trying to be our most authentic self. It does take a very raw truth, all right, of who we are, where we are, you know what I'm saying, in our lives. So you don't want to allow this flawed perception that we put out there for society sometimes to come back in. All right. You don't need to be fake for anybody, like I said before. Somebody is actually seeing this about you in some way. This is somebody who sees maybe that you have gotten away from some, I don't know, this isn't seeing it. I'll just talk to you like it's me here because I feel like you have actually gotten away. You've managed to get yourself away from a bad situation or maybe bad situations. You've managed to kind of turn your life away from us or in a sense here. And I feel like you hermited for a while as well. You could still feel that way. I feel like that's about to change here with homebody in reverse. All right. But now you find yourself at a bit of a crossroads. I also feel like you were blocking yourself off from other people as well. It could have been people within your family, but I feel like this has been because you want to feel renewed. Okay. You want to feel whole. You want to feel this emotional happiness again. All right. Or maybe for the first time in your life. This could be your sole purpose in doing all this and doing all this work. I want to feel fulfilled in my life completely and totally. One of the cards talked about changing your perspective as well. That could already be changing. And because that is changing, now you're seeing you're replacing here what you felt was actually lost in your life. Okay, maybe the time, um, that could also be the pieces of you that you felt like that were maybe taken from you from other aspects. Maybe you're seeing that differently. Okay, Spirit, what else? Yeah. Wow. Okay, what else? Mother of Pentacles. She came out in the last reading. Hmm. Mother of the Pentacles is coming out in reverse. You could be moving away from something. You could be moving away from something collective. You could be traveling the world, or you could be ending a cycle even here completely moving away from something that you felt really took from you. This could have been, now this could be job loss for sure. Okay. Mother of Pentacles in reverse here. This could be following some kind of loss of money, loss of home, loss of stability. But it could also be that you're around something that you've had to end a cycle with that was taken from you, that was draining you, that was commanding or demanding too much of you in some way. This could have been an overbearing, parent or partner or Someone who focused a lot on money. They could have focused on greed, unfortunately here. They could have been very superficial. It's interesting. This person's very superficial, and you're working so hard to be the most authentic version of yourself here. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I mean, it looks like you're taking your power back and you're moving away from that particular situation. Maybe this is coming after your transformation, or maybe this is just giving me a backstory as to why you're in this transformation here. Could be a child involved as well. Could be an earth sign child, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here. Oh, okay. Or it could have been someone that you were in a situation with. I feel like whatever it is, you've made this choice to get out of this situation. Let me get something on this Eight of Cups. Father of Cups in reverse. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Whatever you are getting away from here, Father of Cups in reverse, this is somebody who could have been holding back from you. This could be someone very unemotional. They could be emotionally abusive. They could also be emotionally manipulative for sure. Okay. This is what you're walking away from. Someone who's very emotionally immature as well, I want to say. Emotionally immature and manipulative. I'm telling you, shutting this out is the best thing you could do. Closing out whatever this cycle is the best thing you can do. You have the Sun card. Okay, this is about happiness. This is about joy, success. Okay, even abundance in a sense. It's interesting here because I see that this person was not only emotionally manipulative. This could be around work too, by the way. This doesn't have to be an actual relationship, but I feel like whatever this was, this person was also so focused on money, so focused on what people thought about them, kind of staying in this image, so to speak. Meanwhile, it looks like you've been trying to pull all your pieces back together here, right? Feel like you're whole again. Be authentic. You don't want to live that false lifestyle here. Look at that. Yeah, look at this. And maybe you felt like you were doing that for a while. We talked about golden being in reverse. Maybe this was you. This could have been you in some kind of superficial energy or feeling like you were faking it for a while here. It's interesting because you leaving this behind, you taking the reins and moving forward here, making a decision is bringing, maybe this is also bringing a lot of clarity into your life, helping you to see things clearly, helping you to really tune in here. The Mother of Cups is a beautiful energy. All right, it's the Queen of Cups, right? It's a very psychic, intuitive, beautiful, loving energy here. So it's helping you to really reconnect, I feel like, with who you are, but also probably with source here. Okay, you could have a really strong connection here intuitively. On this Chariot, please. Yeah. Whatever this movement is coming very fast. You're going to have the opportunity, it looks like, to do something very quickly. Seven of Wands. You may be feeling a bit guarded about it. And maybe the guarding is coming to... Are you moving towards a lover? Some of you may be taking a chance to move towards someone who could be a potential lover after getting out of a bad situation, a daunting situation here. And maybe this has you feeling a bit guarded. Maybe someone has said to you, hey, you know what? You can come and stay with me. It's that Son of Pentacles, right? You can come stay with me. Or you can come be with me, or you can come hang out with me for a while. Or why don't you try living here? This is a much better place. I think you would like it. It could be anything like that. It seems very small to you, whatever it is. But you're ready for a change. You're ready for a transition. You're ready to bring some kind of new energy to your life. So you may be willing to make this leap, although it doesn't come without being guarded, it looks like. A bit protective. But I see that things are about to turn for you. And I want you to look at these cards: Wheel of Fortune, Lovers, and then the Ten of Cups. Read them up or down. I don't care which way you read them. The bottom line is happiness. It's forward movement. And it could be a very loving soulmate kind of connection that you're moving towards if that's what you want. What's interesting about this is I feel like this is somebody who could feel like they're a friend, someone who you've been talking to. Maybe you work with this person, or maybe you know them. I feel like it could be from a distance, doesn't have to be. I feel like there is a distance, not sure why, just take it as it resonates. This person's been through a lot too, is what I'm getting. They may not have the confidence level that they generally do have. So this may be something, that's why the offer is small, by the way. Somebody could see potential, but they've been through stuff. You've been through some, stuff here. It just looks to me like, because I'm not seeing, I see some things that could indicate passion, but what I'm really seeing is almost like I don't want to give too much yet. You know, maybe you both are still nursing wounds in some way here. This is part of your support system. This will be, I feel like, I think you're going to find out this will be someone that you can actually count on. It's not that this person is distrustful, whoever it is, right? I feel like it could very well be leading to a lover situation, though. I don't feel like it's necessarily distrustful. I feel like this is someone too that has been through their own stuff, and so they're taking things very slow. And the fact that you guys could be at a distance, that may also be slowing things down because the communication could be slow, and not knowing how to really move forward or to advance something could be slow, because this is not a player. This is somebody who thinks things through. This is somebody that's trying to pull themselves back together too, just so you know. And I don't mean like, I like that actually, because I hate it when people get right back out there, right? And they're still really wounded or something like that, whatever this person has been through. And then they just kind of put that off on the next person. I think this is someone who's trying to take their time, but I feel like they see something that's really special in you. And so this could be kind of moving towards something like that, but starting, I feel like, as some kind of friendship here. So let me see what happens then, because I do see the Wheel of Fortune turning. So this may be gaining, if you've been speaking to somebody or you know of this person, or this could obviously be coming up as well. I feel like this is going to be gaining some kind of momentum. All right, Spirit, what else? What else can you tell me about this? Temperance energy. Very good. Well, you're definitely gaining your balance here is what I feel. Oh yeah, you're you're getting back into it. Wow, the Empress energy. Are you serious right now? Yeah, and then there's your, I cannot believe, I could keep going. I have the Magician card here. I see the Tower though, right behind the Magician. Look at that. And then I see the Nine of Cups energy. Okay. So I feel like you are definitely gaining your balance here. All right. You're feeling good about yourself. You're feeling good about what you've been able to do with your life, how you've been able to kind of maybe, recreate yourself in some way. Okay, definitely pull the pieces back in. Maybe I feel like there's a redesign most definitely going on in your own life here. It's really about feeling whole again, though. That's what I get. I feel so good about who I am. I feel about where I'm at in life. I don't even care about what I have anymore. So not in that superficial lifestyle anyway. But with that being said, you could have obviously accumulated a lot in your life, but it's more enjoyable at this point, right? Because you can really appreciate that it's not just things, right? It's about my experiences, the richness of my experiences and the people that are around me and what I'm able to do, even if you've accumulated, maybe a little bit of wealth or something here, as we're seeing in the pinnacles potentially. Um, What does that bring me? Well, maybe it brings me to different, places to travel to really enrich my life in some way. Maybe it allows me to help the people that are around me. Maybe it helps me to buy a homeless person a meal, or, it could be anything like that. I just really feel like you're feeling very good at this point in your life and you're really ready to get out here, even though it could be very competitive, okay, around you. I just feel like you're coming out of that state of just waiting. You could have been in apathy too, unwilling to put yourself out there for a long time, but you're not doing that anymore. You're ready to shine in this Empress energy. Okay. And I think shining is what's going to bring you this sense of community around you, the support system around you. It's what you've been wanting, it's what you've been yearning for. And you may not have known that for a while because you were still pulling the pieces back together. And by the way, sometimes when we're doing that, okay, we tend to isolate. We tend to want anything but this. Okay. I don't want that. I'm guarding myself at this particular moment, right? I can't trust people. I need to really do this. But once we begin to kind of do the work, okay, pulling the pieces back together, feeling whole within ourselves again, then we know that, okay, that's just not true. That's the ego speaking. That's fear speaking. I need these people around me. Not everybody, but, even if it's 2 or 3 people, that's your community. That's your people. Okay. Yeah, this beautiful Empress energy is very creative, though. Okay, it creates beauty wherever it goes here. All right, and this will be no different for you. We have the Magician energy here, which shows me that you're putting out really good vibes, really good energy. All right, and because of that, I think you're going to have something very unexpected take place, and that could be this person that you didn't see coming. And this is not somebody that's going to come on strong. I want you to be aware of that. Okay. This is something that I think you're going to have to sense a little bit, not to the point where, where you got to try and figure everything out on your own. I just think that you're going to have to this is not somebody that's going to bullshit you. I don't know why I get that so strongly. I feel like this is a very true blue person. All right. But I do think that you're going to have to pay attention. Okay. Because everything's not going to be laid out on the table. Not initially, because it's not that this person could be a great communicator. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just because they're still going through their own things here. All right. They're trying to figure their own life out, and they're trying to figure out if this is a real friendship, if this is a real connection. I feel something very special with you. Okay. But I need to figure out if this is real also, because I've been through some stuff myself. Okay. And I worked hard to get myself back together. All right. And maybe they're still feeling a little bit of this, needing to protect themselves as well. But the truth is, the tower moment's going to be that you figure out, you can both see that this is so much more than just a little friendship with a small offer, okay? This can be a complete wish fulfillment. This can be a beautiful divine connection coming together. It's interesting because that card says replacing what was lost. So whatever brought you to this moment could have been a situation around love, okay? And maybe you had to lose that. That was not the right person for you. That was not the right situation for you, okay? Spirit saw it all right? Maybe even saw what was going on behind the scenes, saw why it wasn't right for you, all right? But needed to get you to this point. And unfortunately, that usually comes from a lot of deep wounding, all right? So to really start looking within and doing some work here. Okay, now you're good. Now, let me lead you to the right person. Let me lead you to the right friends, okay? Wow. Okay, very deep reading tonight. We've been having a few of those, haven't we? I wanted to get you some of these, I think. Fortune cards. Well, I definitely cannot locate those cards for some reason. Let me see. Let's do Magical Spirit then. All right, Spirit. What else for the collective, please? Get some final messages for the collective, please. All right, final messages for the collective, please. Yeah, the servant queen. How beautiful. You are worthy of beautiful things. We're going right back to the beginning. Knowing your worth, okay? Knowing what you deserve, knowing that you are divine and valuable and magnetic, okay? You're going to get exactly what you want, all right? All of this was to bring you back to that place so that you actually remembered that. All right. Honoring the flow of all the emotions. Okay. This is about your emotions. This is about sensitivity that's come as a result of a lot of this clearing out. Okay. You could be more sensitive, more psychic, more intuitive as well. This is about allowing yourself to process. All right. Look at this. Look at the eyes kind of get wider and pouring of emotion. Don't ever Here's the real problem. We spend so much time being so tough. Okay. You have a lot of strength in your vulnerability as well. Okay. Don't ever worry about something like that. And I think that's also the part about having a good support system around you, because a lot of times we can lock up because we have the wrong people around us and we don't feel safe to do that. That is what this is about. Your process is important. Or if you need to be sensitive, if you need to be emotional, if you need to be a bitch, whatever you need to be in that particular moment, have people around you that understand you, that will support you in whatever way you need it. All right. I think you're at a place now where you can really alchemize because your flow is so much better because you've been able to clear out so much and get to the authentic part of you. Get to the part of you that is truly golden through and through. Okay. Not this replica, okay, of who you always were. All right. Okay, guys, that's what I have for you. Hopefully, it will resonate. Let me know if it does. I will see y'all soon. Have a good night.